Welcome, traders, to lesson number 7 in our practical application for the blueprint stuff, right? Everything, all this lessons here, the topics you will find also in the blueprint, including campus indicators and also, of course, without indicators. But that's a practical application. That means we will not spend time in slides, right? In the chart. I got a lot positive comments and feedback to the other lessons. That was very helpful for all of you. That's perfect. That's a reason why we offer this. That's a reason why we offer this. Sorry, I had to change a little bit. This course here, the practical application, very helpful. I will help you, I will support you here with my experience, right? I have also a lot of mentoring students, and I got most of the time the same questions, right? And that's the reason why we have the practical application part. It is definitely, it has the same, it is so important, right? I recommend definitely watch the blueprint course. Okay, after that, you practice this in the meanwhile, right? And then after that, you will definitely get questions. Okay, then open the practical application course. Module 2 is with me, module 1 is with Mike. And then watch this one and you will get a lot of answers of all your questions, definitely. Today, guys, we will talk about what are zone qualifiers, okay? Zone qualifiers are very important. We have our structure, remember, location, direction, zone, refinement, and we have additional also zone qualifiers. Why we need the zone qualifiers? We can also trade any supply zone, right? Any demand zone. But the reason is we will find a lot supply and demand areas in the chart everywhere, right? Also with our structure, location, and also direction. We have this zone qualifiers to increase your probability, to be do not stop out. Okay, that is very important. And maybe also to get a better entry. Okay, it means the probability to be filled better. We have multiple zone qualifiers, and general, it is a zone structure, the zone nature, and also the zone location. We will definitely start here with the zone structure, and that means that includes departure and base duration. Again, guys, that's not really new for you. I know you know the theory, right, about the zone structure, but you will looking for samples here, and I will show you, okay, what makes sense here, what is different, because it is always difference between a PowerPoint slide and the real asset, right? The real chart here. Let's start with a departure. That's one of our first zone qualifier. It's a part of a zone structure, and the departure depends on the higher time frame and also on the lower time frame. Okay, that means it is additional. If you follow the steps, location, right? We have also location rules, correct? Location, direction, zone refinement. Zone refinement is always on the lower time frame. Location is always on the higher time frame. And here it is a little bit different, right? We will definitely start here with the higher time frame. What means departure? First, we need a zone. Okay, it is a zone structure, zone qualified. It means we need a zone. I will highlight this one here. Let me change this a little bit for our topics. 0 set as default. Okay, great. This is for example, a zone. We will not follow the process. Okay, it's fresh or not. That's not the topic right now. We will talk about zone qualifiers, and we will talk about this setup here, or this zone. And departure means how we depart this zone here. That means the departure zone qualifier depends on our leg outs. And here, a stronger move out of a zone implies a bigger imbalance of supply or demand. And that means, of course, demand. And here the keyword is stronger move out. Why? Right? What is the reason here? Because remember, the market is to match sellers and buyers. And if we see, for example, this leg out here, right? That's a clear leg out. It is explosive. That means, who are the winners? What do you think? Who are the winners? The buyers, right? That's the reason why it is green and the big candle. It is not like a little bit here, a little bit like this. No, it's very easy. Should we ask a kid, okay, green means buyers are the winners, red means sellers are the winners. What do you think? Who was the winner here? The kid will answer definitely the buyers are the winners. It means here it is a clear winner, and we can identify a clear winner, and these are the buyers. And the question now is, it is a strong move or not? Guys, we are here on the higher time frame, monthly, and our rule is a decisive candle, abnormally bigger, followed by another decisive candle. Okay, that is our minimum rule. A decisive candle, okay, and abnormally bigger. That's too different. That's completely different, right? Because fill color, of course, green. Yes. Second. Okay, that is our green candle. Yeah, that's our green candle. And this is definitely not, oh wait, we'll draw it like decisive, okay, like this here, for example. It is definitely decisive, okay, and that's it. It's enough? No. Number one is, with this decisive candle must also abnormally bigger than what? The surrounding, right? The previous candles. That means the base candles. And here, guys, let's talk about, or let's move this candle structure, a definitely decisive candle, replace it to this explosive candle. Okay, it means we have an decisive candle only. It means this body, this candle, has to be definitely bigger, abnormally bigger than the surrounding. And that means here, okay? That is step number one, okay? It's not only decisive candle, it's enough. No, it has to be also abnormally bigger, okay? And then, of course, step number two, followed by another decisive candle. And here, guys, we can use the real sample. It is a decisive candle. That means we need definitely two decisive candles. They are abnormally bigger than the previous candles. Okay, step number one, very important. Of course, it is a minimum rule. It's absolutely fine, like this sample here. Let me remove this. That's this sample here. We have a clear leg out candle. This is an explosive candle, but here it is the same, guys, right? Explosive candle, one candle is enough, but with the additional rule always, there has to be, or there must be, abnormally bigger. Okay, it is not only, it is explosive. Very important. I make this in my mentoring sessions. We have a lot of most of the time the issue that, for example, this one here is a rally base rally, right? Rally, base rally. That's correct? Yes. And for some students, beginner students, means a rally base rally, a green candle, okay, a green candle, a base indecisive candles, and another green candle, but that's completely different, guys. We have a name, rally base rally. A rally means a rally. That's the reason why we have the additional rules always abnormally bigger. We need a clear rally, guys. For example, what is not a rally? This here, for example, is not a rally, this green candle. Why? Look the previous candle. Our green candle here, and that's our red candle, our green candle may be a rally. It's not a rally because it is not abnormally bigger than the previous candle. I hope that's clear for you. It's very important in my mentoring sessions. Nobody understands this in the first time, that a rally means a rally. Rally means not a green candle, it means big green candles. They are abnormally bigger than the previous candles, not the candles surrounding, okay? And here, if we stay in this sample, look, we're talking about this rally here, this candle, and it's also explosive. That's enough, right? But it's explosive alone is not enough. We need also abnormally bigger AB here, okay? It is abnormally bigger. Look the candle size from the low to the high. Yes, it is definitely bigger than these candles here previous, okay, to the left, okay? Important. I think, let me know in the comments, guys, should you have this already on your radar or not. Comment below this lesson here, mention me, then I get a notification, guys. I think not really, right? Because yeah, I don't know, 8 from my 10 students, for example, have this not on our radar. Or at the beginning, yes, but then after with more trading, if you spend more time in trading, your rules change a little bit. But guys, this is one of the important zone qualifiers we have, and these are the zone structure, okay? Zone structure, and here departure. So important that we have clear winners. It shows us, okay, the buyers are very, very strong. We see a real rally, right? A real rally, that's important. Then we can expect that there are more unfilled buying orders inside, okay? Good. That is the departure for our higher time frames. We have also departure for our lower time frames. It is here the same, guys. We have the same rule. The departure made of an explosive candle for the lower time frame, or of course decisive candle followed by another decisive candle. But here is the same for the lower time frame and the higher time frame. Okay, for it's the same. It is explosive is enough, but this explosive candle must be also abnormally bigger than the previous candles, okay? Second rule, decisive candles are enough. If the decisive candle followed by another decisive candle, and here, guys, the same, right? The decisive candles has to or must be abnormally bigger than the previous candle, okay? For example, the zone qualifier departure depends on explosive and also decisive candles, the rule of the explosive and decisive candles, yeah? We will check also supply. Here it is a clear rally. Look, we have also multiple rallies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 green candles. This one is explosive, fine, abnormally bigger, followed for one. It is a clear rally. That's so easy to see, right? What is not a rally? What is not a rally? This one is not a rally, right? It is explosive, right? Oh no, this is decisive. Okay, 1 second. That's a good learning. Huh? We're talking about this candle, the first green one, and it's number two, number one. Number one is definitely decisive, okay, and followed by an explosive. Minimum is a decisive. That means we have our leg outs. It is correct? No, it's not correct. We have additional rules. Okay, means is the number one, is it abnormally bigger than the previous candle? Number one, let's check the candle one. No, it's not abnormally bigger than the previous candle. Okay, and that means it is not a rally. Okay, let's talk about this supply area here. What do you think, guys? Is this a high quality supply area in terms of our rules, the departure and including the zone qualifiers? Let me draw this. You have a minute, guys. Second, remove this. What do you think? Is this a clear, is this a high quality zone and that passed also our zone structure departure rule? Yes or no? Yes, right? Definitely yes. And why? The leg out is explosive, close to explosive, and definitely abnormally bigger than it's the size of the range of the candle size. Okay, this is a previous candle. It's 3 times bigger, and here it is also bigger than the previous candle, right? And it is also explosive, close to explosive, and followed by another explosive candle. They are also a clear winner, and that means the clear winner is other sellers here, right? That's the reason why this is a clear drop. That's so easy. We can ask again here a kid, it is a drop or not? Yes, the answer is so easy. It is a clear drop. Look at this. From here to here, we got a clear drop. Let's talk about a sample that's wrong. Okay, what is not a rally base drop or any supply and demand areas in terms of this? Maybe not on this time frame here. Wait, give me a second. Could we use this sample here? Maybe yes. We'll remove this one. We'll remove this one. We stay here in this time frame. Look here to the left, and we'll talk about this supply area, a rally base drop. Correct? That is the name. Rally base drop. And here, guys, it means a drop. That's the reason why we call the formation a drop. A drop means here we are in the higher time frame, guys. We need, and the same rules for the lower time frame, we need first a decisive candle, right? Or of course, or a explosive. Okay, we need this type of candle, and not or, and this should be abnormally bigger, right? Then we have a clear drop. Let's check the drop. Where is the drop? Where is our leg out candle? It is this one here, right? That's our drop. And we're talking about this is the range, right? That is the range of the candle. It is explosive, or it is decisive? No. It is explosive? Yes. That means rule number one, done. Perfect, correct. Number two, it is abnormally bigger. Here, guys, that's the range of the zone. Okay, now we will check the previous candles. It is not really bigger than the previous candles, right? We're talking about what was the rule? Bigger? No. Little bit bigger? No. Abnormally bigger than the previous candles. And look at this. If we check the range, they are the same range, the same size, right? And that is the reason, guys, that is the reason why we come back into the zone and we broke this supply zone. One of multiple reasons, right? Guys, very important, add this into your trade plan, please, okay? That you include the zone qualifier departure for lower time frame and higher time frame, and the rule abnormally bigger. What means a rally? What means a drop, okay? Move everything here. I think this should be clear. Make your notes. You have a second, guys. Okay. What we have also a wrong sample. What's wrong? Maybe let's go into another time frame. No, could I would also show you another one. Maybe I'll find a sample, and that means it is like weak movements. Okay. Sometimes we depart the departures also like sideways and not clear. Guys, important is, and for me, but I have a little bit more trading experience than you, I think so. It is, for me, that's very clear. A formation called, where is it? Second, why I can't draw anymore? Ah, no. Okay, where is it? Why? Select text. Oh, okay. A formation calls rally-based rally. Okay, that means we are looking for rallies. Departure, a rally means a rally, not green candles. It has to be a green candle. And if you see sometimes with the we'll see like a departure is like a little bit green, a little bit red back, a little bit green, a little bit back. That's also not a rally, okay? That's more like stair stepping outside. That's also not the best, okay? Look for clear rallies. Look for clear drops, means huge red candles, huge green candles, abnormally bigger red candles, abnormally bigger green candles. Yeah, it would be this. If you follow this rule, if you include the zone qualifier into your trade plan, you will definitely make more money, and or you will lose less money. Okay, because you will say no, you will decline to some zones. Definitely, you will pick more the cherries from on zones, and you will don't trade everything. You will trade don't all the zones everywhere in the chart. Okay, this is cherry picking. That's the reason why, if you follow my rules, sometimes, right, you will hear me that I said, okay, the zone is okay, but not the best. Okay, the reason is, for example, one of the zone qualifier. Let me check anything else here. No, I think this should be clear, guys. For me, it is clear, of course. I hope also for you, no, should not. We have the opportunity to leave a comment here below this lesson. Please mention me, that's important. If not, then I get no notification. I will not read this. I will not open every single day all my lessons, all my grids, right? To check if there are any other comments. I also not subscribe. I think it's also not possible to subscribe the comment field. Means mention me. Okay, mention me should not clear. And of course, guys, you have the opportunity to join me in my breakout room Monday, Thursday, 4 p.m. Dubai time. To share the screen, and we can talk about this again. I will cover also another zone structure. okay, here in the session, and that is we will continue with base duration, okay? And what to explain this back to monthly. Give me a second. 30 years. Okay. What means a base a base duration? A base duration is means how much time did price spend in the zone. Okay, it means we will talk about the basing candles. Okay, and we have the same rules. They're not different, of course, for supply and demand zones. And I will stay here with this sample, for example. Why we will count the basing candles? What is the reason for this, right? The reason is, the idea behind is that that we should we spend, or how much, or it needs time. Okay, yeah, that's the best way to explain. It needs time, right, to fill orders. Okay, if you want to filling orders, that needs time. Not only one for our orders, 0.01 lots, for example, as retail traders, but for example, thousands of lots, institutions, right? We are looking for institutional footprints. Don't forget, not retailer footprints. Means they have thousands lots, okay, and that needs time, because the reason is the 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 job from the market is to match buyers and sellers, and that needs time. And here, if we talk about it, that we spend here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That does the basing candles. Count the basing candles. We spent 5 months here into the zone to filled all the buying and selling orders. After that, we got a rally, right? So that means 5 months. What do you think? How, and we will talk about it, remember, on our strategy. If we come back to the zone right here, we expect another rally, because we're talking about, 1 second. Here, for example, they bought for 100 million, bought the euro US dollar. Okay. The institutions bought for 100,000 100 million US dollar, the euro US dollar, but they want to be buy for 200 million. That means we have 100 million unfilled orders in this area. Okay, that's our idea. They have only enough time. They had only enough time to fill for 100 millions, and we're talking about more, 100 million more. Means if we come back into the zone the second time, right, the second time, we talk about, okay, the other 100 million orders will be filled and we get another rally, right? That is the idea. And what do you think what happened here in this area if we not spent 5 months in this range, maybe 10 months, 12 months, 20 months, right? There are definitely more time to fill more orders. That means if they have more time to fill orders, our probability decrease, that our probability decrease to expect more unfilled buying orders in the zone. Okay, that is the reason we have rules. Or let me explain again the few, what means why we are looking for few candles, right? Less candles. We want to see as few candles as possible. Okay, this means institutions have had very little time to fill their orders. The more likely it is for us to find unfilled orders in this area. Okay, we're looking for few candles, less and it depends not on the time frame. Okay, here, for example, our blueprint rule is 1 to 6 candles. And of course, there has to be indecisive, right? Base candles, that's everything here. The zone qualifiers are additional, okay, are additional rules, additional. And here 1 to 6 candles are, we are looking for 1 to 6 basing candles. And here we have two qualities, two different quality zones, okay? Great is 2 to 3 indecisive candles. And it is means 2 to 3 on the monthly chart, 2 to 3 on the daily chart, 2 to 3 candles on the 50-minute chart. That is our idea. 2 to 3 indecisive candles, basing candles are great. And then a little bit less quality is, it's not great, it's acceptable, right? That means 3 to 6 candles. And here you see, this is cherry picking, right? For example, this one here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 candles in the zone. 6 is a maximum. And now, guys, you have to understand the zone qualifiers and why I said a lot of time in the past, okay, that is a zone, but not the best, right? Why is not the best? It is 5 from 6, and 6 is very, very, very bad, right? Should we get here 2 candles only, 2 from 6, that's really good, right? Definitely better, because price had not so much time to fill more or a lot of unfilled orders. I think that's this will be a game changer in your trading. I know that the most of you never talk about it or thought about it, right? They never checked the zone, your own zone, for this zone qualifiers, but it is so important. Okay, it is so important. Yeah, we skipped or we are done with lesson number 7. Okay, please, if you don't remember on this rules, on this additional zone qualifier rules, watch the zone qualifier lessons in the blueprint again. Okay, important. We are talking here about, or we talked about zone structure, zone qualifiers, and it is it was the departure and the base duration. If you have any questions, let me know, comment below this lesson number 7, mention me, and join my Monday and Thursday 4 p.m. live trading session, not live trading session, breakout room, sorry. Lesson number 8, we will talk about the zone nature, and here we will cover freshness and originality. If you like this the blueprint, please let me know, let other students know, create a nice post on the newsfeed. Would be happy, right? Would be happy. And yeah, we'll back next week with, no, not next week, sorry, I'm off next week, but the next week then with zone nature, and that means freshness and originality. Have a good day, guys. Happy trading, and adjust your trade plan with these rules. Bye-bye.